Graphics in video games. Graphics in video games are the main source that everybody seems to talk about, especially PS4 owners. Heck, every time I go to the PlayStation channel, I always see the same thing for all the indie game trailers and gameplays. Tons of dislikes and comments ranting about the graphics and how they aren't realistic enough to be in the market, and I am sick of it. I guess to say right off the bat, graphics isn't everything. Heck, I'm not even saying it's not as an important factor in making a great game, but it's not the only element to create a well-designed game. But let me ask you, all of you, alright? All you graphic whores and people who think graphics are everything. If you truly believe that graphics are everything, then why don't you guys play or even talk about The Order 1886? One of the most best graphically impressive games of all time. Huh? Well, why not? The graphics are there. Isn't that what you guys wanted? Or is there something missing? Is there something more that needs to be in the game? Oh yeah, the content. The graphics aren't what make the game. It's the gameplay and content that do. Indie games are honestly the most interesting and amazing games you guys could play. Sure, the graphics aren't better than GTA 5 or even GTA 4 sometimes, but the content and gameplay is what makes it so good. But to many people, they're just blind by calling it shit or that it sucks balls. And honestly, it's disappointing to see this in our gaming community, to see people talk about games these ways just because they don't have such big budgets like AAA games do. Is this what we've become? People who care more about graphics and interesting gameplay, a well-designed story, good music and writing? Tell me this, if graphics are everything and every game that has shitty-ass graphics suck, does that mean Super Mario Bros. 3 sucks because the graphics aren't realistic? Does that mean Spider-Man for PlayStation 1 sucks because he doesn't have any fingertips or hand movement really? Does this mean GTA 4 sucks because the buildings, characters, and vehicles aren't polished? Indie games are the most amazing games anybody could play, with good level design, good story, writing, and engaging gameplay. Not all indie games, but most. Heck, some indie games are even better than these AAA games that a lot of developers just seem to push out that are mediocre and don't even have good writing and mediocre gameplay. But no one plays these indie games because of their pixel-styled graphics. I love indie games. They're the most interesting games you could ever play. Instead, we have people in the community who'd rather play other games like Call of Duty or Destiny 2. To me, games aren't just for us to have fun. They're for us to be transported to a whole new world. We just want to end up exploring and learning more about these interesting settings and handcrafted by developers. Games are a work of art, but to me, honestly, it just seems like most of us, if not all, lost that meaning. I'm not saying games can't have good graphics and gameplay. Heck, The Last of Us managed to pull that off and it was fantastic. But if I'm going to really base off games of how realistic the graphics are, I might as well just quit gaming entirely. I don't play games just so I end up in a game that looks realistic. I play to explore. I play to be engaged in a fantastic story. I play because games are a work of art that sometimes make me want to be transported to these worlds and meet these characters. And that's something that AAA games make me want to do. Sometimes, but not all the time. Hopefully one day people realize that indie games aren't that bad. That they could succeed if people gave them a chance. But honestly, I don't think that's ever going to happen with the community we are in. And honestly, no matter what, I'm gonna play these indie games. And I hope more people end up giving them a chance. I hope is the term.